You've stepped up.
See, that's funny. See, that's funny. Yeah, now we have an assortment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never done that. I don't think I ever will. It's just not
I
something
couldn't believe
I would
a
want to
year ago, I couldn't even believe he asked me. I was like offended. And now I get it.
do.
Awesome. So
Oh,
it's
me.
been a
Well, hello, everybody.
fantastic, fabulous year, everybody. So we
Happy
are.
December. Well, this is our first show in December, isn't it?
Oh yes, you're right. It
December
is.
7th today. By
And
the
today's
way,
Peg's
no,
birthday.
today's Peg's birthday. I don't know if she's here
23.
yet or not. I can't really tell. But
If she does come
happy
on,
birthday to Peg, the
what were you going to
Duchess.
say? Uh-oh, fuzzy brain. You
Fuzzy
forgot.
brain.
You started talking. I interrupted you, and it's gone.
I don't remember.
It's gone. Hi there. Facebook user says, hi there, Lisa. Good evening, Lisa and Jeff. That's June.
June.
Merry Christmas from Debbie Britt. Yay!
Hey, Debbie Britt, was that you a second ago too, or no? That's someone different. Who's the
Hey,
one
you
that's got
interrupted me from
the
watching
first
The
one?
Masked Singer. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, The Masked Singer. I don't watch that. I've seen a couple of the recaps, but I don't watch that particular one.
There was a series of shows I used to watch, and it was a masked magician. And the
Oh,
reason he would stay masked is because he was telling how the tricks were done, and that's kind of a big
oh,
no-no in
oh
the
yeah.
magician crowd. But anyway,
I
so
can
he
see
said
you do it. Did you do magician stuff? I can see you doing that.
I did. I did shows when I was in high school. I did shows like for parties and kids' parties and stuff.
Oh,
And
that's neat.
my freshman year in high school, in my humongous school, I think we had less than 100 in my class. But in my freshman year in high school, I actually won a talent show, and I did a magic show for the talent show.
Oh, that's awesome.
I even went to
The
the
Marine.
local men's clothing store and they loaned me a nice black looking
Oh,
magician's
that's
outfit to
neat.
wear.
Scott said he made his hair blue when he was a magician.
No, I didn't either.
No. Yeah, I got
Scott,
reblued the other day.
Scott, you're trouble. You're just trouble.
Yeah, the Masked Singer, there is a panel of 4 that have to guess who is singing under the mask. Tonight is double elimination. Ooh. Teresa said, hi, Lisa. Hi, Jeff. 24 degrees in Westmoreland. Yeah,
Ooh.
tonight. Yeah, that's cold. I have a good
Dude,
troublemaking mentor. Uh-oh. I think
it's
he
cold.
means me.
It's cold here too, Teresa. It's cold. It's
Oh, no, it's
66
66.
degrees here.
Oh, hey, don't make me do it. Kim's on. Yay, Kim. Kim was my roommate in D.C. So, yay. I'm not sure if you met her or not.
I did,
Yeah.
actually.
Oh, good. Awesome. Yeah, Kim and
Scott
Pig.
Easter Day just blamed you. He said, I have a good troublemaking mentor.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he means me.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, where did we see this guy the other day? Joe Kennemore. We all got his book. A bunch of us ordered it when we were watching. Oh, I know. The Network Marketing Magazine had him as a guest on. And this is a good book. That guy is really, I don't know if you saw any of that show, but he's enthusiastic. And I love that. Yeah. So this one's How to Be a Mailbox Marketing Maverick, which we all love. Yeah.
I like the title.
We love that. And just to remind everybody, Scott and I actually are going to be out in Denver for my birthday this year in February, early February. If anyone wants to join us, both of us are members now of Achieve Systems out there, so we can take guests with us for free. So anybody that wants to go with us, it's going to be a party. He said, yeah, that was unbelievable last time. I don't even know how to. Everybody was so engaged. I think that was it. What day in February? It's the weekend of, let me show you. My birthday's the 4th, and it's right beforehand. It's that I'm going out there the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th. So the conference itself is the 2nd and 3rd. So if you want to join us there, you don't have to join the group, but you can go as a guest. if you want to go with us, you contact either Scout or I. We can get you in. So, and my
It pays
birthday,
to know people.
it
It,
pays to know
it
people.
pays.
Yeah, I
You
couldn't
can,
believe how I don't know why that shocked me so bad about the engagement level. Everybody was showing up for the meetings. Everybody was taking notes. Everybody, all the vendors were there and friendly. It just, I don't go to many things that have so much engagement and they're so turned on. And event after event after event,
how
I
big's their
was
group?
impressed. Yeah, it makes it easy. And they have it's not like BNI where you only can have one of each thing, but it's kind of like that where they're trying to have a big assortment of what the offerings are. So,
Mhm.
like, they have one person as a vendor doing the headshots. That's where I got my headshots done, which I still love those. That's almost been a year now. Peg is on. Okay, you ready?
Hey,
You ready? Happy
happy
birthday
birthday
to
to you.
you. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to you.
to you.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
dear
dear Peggy.
Peg. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Jazz hands for Peg. Yay. So, yay.
I
Um,
could. Should I sing her my other alternate version of Happy Birthday?
oh, please. You'll be on, what is it? No, you'll
I
be
don't know
on
if I
your
can, but I have
solo.
almost no voice tonight. It's so funny.
Go ahead.
Happy
Ouch.
birthday. Happy birthday. Pain and sorrow in the air. People crying everywhere. Happy birthday, Peg.
It's like you should have like a gray sheet and a sickle or something.
My very first job out of college, when I was working for Jack Amberson, the guy I wrote about in The Unexpected Tour Guide, it was my birthday, and I come in, and that's what they were all singing to me. And it's become my favorite rendition. I think I was
And
22 years old, maybe 23.
and you have some singing in your new book.
I do.
Oh, hold up the sample book. I was
Oh,
dying to see that because that was such a big day when we got our sample books for the other book. That is so
I'll get them
awesome.
there. I'll
Look
tell
at your
you.
name right on the front there with Bob Berg. Did you think, okay, Bob's not going to listen to this, chances are. Did you think that you'd ever have a book out with Bob Berg?
It is a highlight of one of the many highlights of my life. I will promise you. It's a big
I
deal to
knew
me.
you'd like that. Yeah, I knew you'd be all excited about that.
We've been friends a long time, but this is a big deal. I told him that too. And
So how
you
did
know
it
what
feel?
makes it? Go ahead.
How did it feel when you opened the package and saw the book with your both names on it the first time?
It didn't suck.
It didn't suck.
Well, what's fun too is in this book, it's really a whole lot of both Bob and my training, and it's how we do things. And I did like with Blue Hair. I'm the lead writer, the storyteller, but I used a lot of stuff. Um, I don't know. It's a good book. I'm excited about it. But one of my favorite parts of it, I used to play professionally in a Dixieland band when I was getting my master's degree, and so I set this in New Orleans. I do write a little bit about a Dixieland band at one part, but and my main character used to play in a Dixieland band. Who thought that up? but, they,
And you guys
but
did the Audible.
we did. The Audible's done. Bob went to a studio in Florida. I went to a studio here in the Houston area. I did that. I had to do retakes last night. It's so funny. I had edited all of the book, all the files, and I said, "Oh man, I got to go back and redo it." There was a few little pieces I redid, but yeah, there's one spot where the main character is walking out in a Dixieland's playing an old standard that's called the St. James Infirmary Blues, and it's literally my favorite Dixieland tune. And it's not fast. It's a dirge. It's kind of like that birthday song I just sang to Peg. But yeah, I don't know if whether to sing it tonight. I don't have enough voice, I don't think. But I had in the audio book, I'm going along reading, and then all of a sudden, I popped that in there,
Oh,
and
that's
I
awesome.
debated it. I didn't know whether to do it or not, but I re-recorded it last night because I wanted to change just one slight thing. But I growl like Louis Armstrong and everything.
Ooh, That's going to be awesome. So he's singing in the audibles. What he's saying here, people.
That's
That's
right.
awesome. Yeah, and
Let it go.
I forwarded you that we got a nice compliment from Kathy Graham about our Audible.
I
So that
saw
was
that. Very
nice.
sweet thing for her to post.
Yes, that was awesome. So this Audible is going to be even better with the two of you because you won't have one 6-year-old to deal to deal with.
Well,
I'm never going to forget that. Oh God.
you need to let it go and just move on. Bob has so much experience with voice work. You know, he used to be on TV. We used to.
Yeah, yeah.
He's had a very uh, unique life in that way. And so he sent me his files, or his studio guy sent me the files, and I
Mhm.
kept telling Bob I was going to get him a mug that said Bob One Take Berg, and he says no, it really wasn't one take. He said my guy, whenever I flub a line, we go back there and start there, and he makes it where it seems seamless, but he didn't really do the editing like what I do, but it was pretty close.
Well, that's kind of tricky, really.
It is. It is.
Yeah,
But I thought,
that's
I learned so much when we did ours that this is the editing has actually been faster. I think I edited the entire audiobook in about no more than 10 days. And on ours, it took
well,
months.
well, because you had to edit out the swears that I was and the ones I weren't saying. Yeah, we should have really uh, videoed that just for the. Yeah, no, that would have been bad.
You call it video, I call it evidence in a trial. We're not doing that.
We talked me in off the cliff like 12 times. Oh my Lord.
It's all
I
right.
don't know though. You know what? I'm glad all this happened the way it did because for me though, as we are marketing the book, the stories of how we did the book are as important to me as the book itself.
I agree.
That's what I end up talking about when I do interviews and stuff, which, by the way, if you all didn't see it, I added an interview that just came out with the Millionaire in the Morning guy. That's on my Facebook wall, and I did put it in the Blue Brigade. I did put it on Said the Lady with the Blue Hair already.com. Can't wait for the Audible of yours and Bob's book. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Thanks, Peg.
So I don't know which I'm going to order first because you guys are going to have the whole shooting match out in one.
What we're going to do, we're going to release hardback, ebook, and Audible. We'll hold off on the paperback probably till 6 months or a year or something like
Oh,
that.
awesome.
Do it like a normal
Yeah.
publisher. I had planned on actually doing them all, and John David Mann was coaching me. He said, "There's really no reason to do it all. Start off with your hardback. That's what everybody does." And he said, "On the Go Giver, it's still never been in paperback ever."
Right. That's true.
I didn't think about that. So
Yeah, because all the ones I've got are hardback. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's like, yeah, my favorite little book is The
yeah.
Go Giver for sure. Yeah,
Well, on
yeah.
this one, if people want to pre-order the hardback when we have pre-orders set up, and my plan is to try to have that where it's ready to go by the 15th. I don't know if
Mhm.
that's going to work or not. That way, people can pre-order up to the release date. The pre-ordering of the ebook will be on Amazon. I'm working through Audible issues, but I think we can do a pre-order there as well, which will be on Amazon.
Well, can't you say
But
what you nicknamed Amazon? I think that's I can
I
say
had a
it. You don't swear, right? I can say it.
I said it to you.
I'm the
I've been
non.
at a, I've had a very frustrating day with some technical issues, and I told Lisa earlier. I said I'm going to change their name to Damazon.
Oh, you know what's sad with that with the whole internet thing now though is I did screen share for I'm yeah, get out the blusher meter. I did screen share when I was doing my send out card Zoom and there were ads coming up for stuff I had bought recently. And it's
That
and
might
it
not have been a good plan.
no. It's like I already don't go in my pictures anymore because, I've got a variety of pictures now. So I don't wanna be doing a live and have pictures, See, I told you. Yeah, see, the blush-o-meter. You're actually getting red. That's yay. Mission accomplished.
There you go. But what I was going to say a minute ago is the hardback is going to only be pre-ordered on Barnes and Noble because Amazon won't let you do a pre-order on a hardback.
Mm.
It'll release on Amazon. It'll release everywhere on January 9th. But the actual pre-orders for the hardback, if you want to pre-order, it'll be Barnes and Noble. But if you want to pre-order on Kindle, you can do that at any time. Well, as soon as I get it up there.
Jeannie Porter said, "What did you buy?" Jeannie,
Green room.
I discovered lingerie. Let's put it that way. Look at him. I discovered bustiers. Yeah, I discovered a lot of stuff lately. Oh, there's Janet. Janet from Ireland. Hey. Oh yeah, Scott said transfer your pictures to a separate folder. Yeah, I've gone back and done that, but every once in a while I'll have one in there that I forgot about, and I'm thinking, ooh, that would be so bad if I was live and opened that folder, wouldn't it now? No.
Ooh,
You're like,
That's a Georgia term for Lisa. I think you'd be better off to do that a different way.
Yeah, 1 year ago, I would not have imagined any of this going on at all. So I'm a happy girl, actually.
Well, you know what you often say, this is working for you.
This is working for me. Yeah, this is working for me.
Well, I was telling John today that if we did a sequel, I think that's what we'll end up titling it. This is working
for me. Oh my God, you're going to be so busy. Yeah,
it is getting crazy. I've got so much on my plate right now. I actually told someone that I may not get to them till a while because I've already signed a contract to do one, trying to do my own novel, and I've got another a topical nonfiction I'm going to write too that kind of dives into fusion points.
Oh, good.
But I am. What's the right way to say this? I just want to try to make sure that I haven't loaded too much on my plate. So I'm not taking anything else on right now.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, I like promoting one project for a while, and I've got 2 other books coming down the pike here. So I'm good. You don't have to worry about me. Not that you were. You were.
By the way, I don't know if he told you, but Don King, he and I were emailing about something because I'm going to be on Don's show tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
And we were emailing about something, and he said that anytime that we need a guest host on the show, that he would volunteer. And so you've got Jenny, Peg, and Don. So anytime we need to do something like that, you got 3 really good people that would be perfect. And Don's show, I really enjoyed Don's show. He's one of the most laid back people, and it's just fun for me to be around him.
He always has thought-provoking questions too. He digs deeper when you're answering,
right?
Which is sometimes good. Sometimes I'm like, what am I going to say? Maureen says, I need a refresh of what we need to do to be part of the Blue Brigade. I don't think you mean the Blue Brigade. I think you mean the
True Blue Book Crew.
The True Blue Book Crew. Is that right, Maureen? I think there's a graphic in there I need to update. I'm going to switch to I was putting it so you had to do a post in 2 different months. I'm going to switch it to 1 month at a time because I made it too hard, I think, for that. So I'm going to correct the graphic and fix that as soon as I'm back this weekend. When am I leaving? I have to go Saturday instead of Friday because I'm speaking at something tomorrow. That Canadian one tomorrow is 3 p.m. Eastern. And if you don't have, they're free tickets to watch that. I'm not the only speaker. I only get 20 minutes. We're all getting 20 minutes. That actually is an awesome thing to go to if you guys have time tomorrow to pop in. I'm talking about the success rule, of course, and telling the story of our book. but there's all kinds of people. It's not a direct sales thing. It's a in general thing. So I
Right.
might be the only direct seller. There's a whole bunch of other different people, but I'm going to be listening all day because there are people I don't know that are in a whole different country and there's some people from overseas in it. And I always hear new stuff because they all have their own different slant on things. So, yeah, Maureen, I'll have the graphics. The graphics are in there now, so you can get an idea of what you need and what you get. But I'm going to update them too. So they're in the Blue Brigade right now. So, yes, indeedy. And I've got that interview that just posted. I've got the show up for tomorrow. You've got Dawn's show tomorrow.
Correct.
So,
Yeah.
you have anything else lined up on that we need to tell?
No, that's why it says Jeff Fuzzy Brain West. I have been so swamped and so under that I can't even think hardly. And so no, I don't have anything else lined up. As soon as I get the production of the book finished and everything's uploaded, then I'll start sending out things like crazy to get interviews on podcasts and all that. We got a great endorsement. As a matter of fact, the very first endorsement in the book is a guy named Andy Glob, who is the senior vice president and director of sales for Aflac US.
Mm.
And so we've got an endorsement from one of the CEOs of Berkshire Hathaway.
Oh.
But there's some big hitters that have endorsed the book, so hopefully that'll help make it do well. We'll see.
Oh, Peg said we should do a panel with all of the guest hosts. That's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Yeah.
That could be a riot.
That could be a riot.
How many people can you get on StreamYard at one time?
Oh, I don't know that, but it's not just 2. I think it may be 6 or something. So that would work. That would be awesome. Scott said the success rule is becoming more important by the minute. Yeah, and you know what Scott and I were dealing with today? This is hilarious. And if you're watching, one of our buddies, if he's watching, I'm not picking on you, so I'm not going to say your name. But and he's not the only one doing this, by the way.
Right.
But Avon came out with something, and you can tell us your reaction when Aflac does something. I personally don't put any thought into the decision they made or why they made it. I don't care because the decision's been made and I had no input, and they are not going to change it if I have input. It's just, to me, what's the information? What do I have to do moving forward? That's it. So what the problem is they're not going to supply for free the pumps in the big lotions. It's going to be sold separate going forward. For how long, who knows? Because over the last 40 years, every decision's been reversed at least once or twice. So this is probably a short-term thing anyway.
Right.
But so for me already, the minute I heard it, I didn't think, this is bad. This is going to be a big scandal. All I thought was, what am I going to say for wording when someone orders it now? So what I'm going to say is, do you need to order the pump, or are you going to use the pump from your other bottle?
Right.
And leave it at that. And if they say, oh, I have to order the pump, yes. And it's whatever it is. I'm just going to handle it like that. So to me, usually it's just the wording I use with the customer. I don't spend any time worrying about or getting mad about a change I had no control over. So I'm sure you had to deal with that in the insurance industry. What did you used to do?
We did it. We for the most part, I handled anything like that, any changes that Aflac did, kind of very lighthearted. And matter of fact, there'd be some of us that when Aflac would put out a new rule about something where, you couldn't do this or you couldn't do that, we began to call it, we had a little contest, and this is terrible. But it was, guess what some dumbass did now? Because any rule they came out with was because somebody had really botched something, and so they had to
do a rule that affects everybody over one guy messing up.
Yeah, it's like the government. That's what they did. But
Scott said one of the guys, one of our buddies, is naming it like Pumpgate, like it's making it. But to me, that adds. Why add to the drama?
Yeah.
Ignore it like it's not there. Come up with your own wording or whatever you're going to do to make the adjustment. But to me, it's not worth spending time because I didn't control the
Right.
decision. It's unlikely they're going to listen to one rep because we don't know. The thing is, I've understand is that we don't know why the corporation made the decision. So for us to argue it, we don't even have the ammunition.
Right.
We don't know if it's because pumps are way more money, or we don't have any idea the profit margin on the product or the pump or why they're doing it. We don't know any of that.
Right.
So it's no use arguing with them about it, I think. So
Well, and every company has got to be profitable. If they can't be profitable, they can't pay you guys. So,
right. And they've got, and who knows if that's the reason or not, but chances are it had something to do with money, because most things does. Most things
true.
does. That wasn't right. But anyway, so he and I talked about that a lot, because sometimes any little change gets turned into a big giant drama, and I don't anymore even think about it. And you know what's funny is I get accused of not paying attention. And it's really not that I don't know about it. It's that I don't care about it. Because
Right.
it doesn't, I can get as mad all day long as anybody else, but what good's that going to do?
Right.
So I just
You
come
have
up
to.
with the wording and go on with my day.
You're really good about staying focused on going after what you're trying to do at the time, and you don't let a lot of that stuff get to you. And that's a good lesson for everybody, because you can't control what other people do. You can only control what you do. So getting upset about whatever they did with the pump, it's a waste of your dream. You're
Well,
you're trying to build something big for your family.
well, let's just say that, which I don't believe, by the way, we all got together and demanded that the company not do this or whatever. Let's just say they listened and decided to reverse themselves. We're still talking about 6 months to a year till it could be reversed. So between now and then, we'd still have to do what we needed to do at the beginning, is come up with a way to just go around it, or wording or whatever we're going to do. Janet says you have better things to be thinking about. I know what you mean, but yes, I do, don't I? But to me, it's about, the profits and stuff.
Right.
Oh, Scott said the only person that makes money on stress is your cardiologist. And I told some lady today, I'm like, you're getting worked up. You could stay off the Tums Express. I call it the Tums Express, by only stressing about stuff you actually have some control over.
Right.
Because even we have some shorts, and I think we talked about this before. Because I have a 4-year career window with Avon, I've seen them much worse than this. This doesn't seem bad to me, but the ones that are just haven't been in as long, this seems like a tragedy. But
The
to
newer the
me,
newer the people are, and the less time they've had to really develop a dream that, okay, I can do this,
yeah.
the bigger the small stuff becomes to them.
So, and I think I like Scott's attitude about that. He said, order takers are telling the customer, "Oh, we don't have that," and I can't believe we don't have that. They have all these shorts. Now, salespeople are telling the customer, that's not currently on the line, but let's look and see what would still work for you.
Right.
So the difference between a salesperson and order taker becomes very obvious when something like this happens. I think he has a good point.
Yep.
So.
I have a good point too, but if I wear a hat, nobody can see it.
How did I know you were going to say that? That's a dad joke for
It
sure.
is. I'm full of dad jokes. I'm full of all kinds of things.
You're
But
full of something.
everybody doesn't know, when Lisa and I first got in the green room, I looked at my hair and I thought, wow, I have been so busy today. Grooming has not been a priority. And I said, I'll be right back. And I went and straightened up just a bit. I
Yeah,
looked bad. I can't say what
grateful,
it says.
grateful.
There you go.
Yeah, this is a send out cards mug.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. For those, matter of fact, Peg. I didn't know. Peg let me know that I was on the top 10 briefly for selling the 10 card challenge. I was there briefly, but
Cool.
yeah, they're still offering that, by the way. If anybody's interested, send out cards. It's bluehairedcardsender.com for the 10 card challenge. That's a good way to send out 20 Christmas cards. So,
Good idea.
yay, yay. Have you got yours out yet, or you're not doing?
I've
You're not paying any attention.
I'm going to send Amazon and Audible my Christmas card, and it's going to be kind of like the one you sent me when we were doing the recording. It's going to
Oh, sorry. Peg said the leaderboard. Yeah, I was on the leaderboard briefly. So, Christmas card, by the way, when you get yours from me, we're in it. I put you in it, and it's
oh, cool.
the picture I liked. We were recording the show in DC,
Oh,
sitting at
wow.
that table. So that was
That was a lot
cute.
of fun. I'm
Yeah.
glad that you suggested strongly that I join you there.
I shamed you into it is pretty much what happened.
I don't know if I
Suggested
would go
strongly.
that far, but
Oh, okay. I suggested strongly.
Hey, you
Oh,
you urged me to go.
I urged you. Yeah, I was kind of bad about that, but it was fun though, wasn't it?
It really was fun. I
It
enjoyed
was
myself.
fun. There was a lot of
Laurie
people.
had a good time too.
Oh,
So,
good. There hasn't been, they haven't announced, so I don't know if they're having one next year, but chances are they just put it off because they did announce the trip. They usually announce the trip down there and they held off, and they just announced it's a cruise, Avon, a cruise to, I believe it's Bahamas for next year. So that's awesome.
do
So
they do
chances are
meetings
that
when they're on a cruise, or is it not like convention? Do they do
no,
meetings?
their trips are not like the convention. The convention's almost wall to wall meetings and stuff, where their cruises or the trip is almost all play.
Right.
There aren't any meetings or any. There's a recognition dinner or something. Yeah, you know what I found works so well if I don't want to go to something.
I'm afraid to ask.
So when in Hawaii, I didn't go to I didn't go to the recognition dinner. Oh, that was so bad. I didn't even bring dress up clothes. I didn't want. I just wanted to go have fun. Anyway, I ran into one of the corporate guys, and he said, "I was surprised I didn't see you at the recognition dinner." And I said to him, "I'm surprised you didn't see me there too." So then it was Michael Scott. So then I could tell he was doing the calculation in his head about, did she mean she wasn't there, or did she mean she was there and I didn't see her?
He's still wondering that today. Isn't he?
Right.
I-
Oh, yeah. Michael said I owe him a drink for that because, yeah, I think I might have told him later. But yeah. So, but
Very cool.
that's that. Yeah. So, our marching orders this week, you're gonna get off of here and finish your other work, I think, right?
Yeah, I've got hours still to
Oh
go.
no. Yeah, I've got to get ready for the thing tomorrow. So everybody, if you could share that out. I did a reel for it. And what you do is scan the QR code to get your Eventbrite tickets for it. I also put the URL in one of the posts if you need that. But you can get on your laptop and just scan it with your phone and get your Eventbrite tickets for that. It's free. So share it with your team and stuff for me. They made me guarantee I'll have 10 people there, but we've already had more than 10 sign up with me. So I think I'm all set, but I would appreciate your support in passing that information along if you could. And
Hey, when you post it in the group, do they do that at everyone, tag everyone so that they can all see it?
Oh, that's right. I didn't do that. I will. And you have yours tomorrow too.
Right. Mine's at
So
9
we
a.m.
both have interviews tomorrow coming up.
I can't stay up so late that I sleep late.
Oh yeah, because it's at what, 9?
Yeah, it's early.
9 Eastern. So that's
No, not 9 Eastern.
it's not. I don't
9
know.
Central. 9 Central.
9 Central? Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I know mine where I'm speaking is 3 Eastern because it's 12 Pacific. They're all Pacific time, them guys.
Right.
So that's been a thing. So anyway, thank you very much, everybody. Should we do like we do on the Go Giver? When did he start doing that? Yeah.
You know, Bob is he's like me. He knew all the old TV shows. That probably came from the dating game. Whenever I would get on the side, and do that when it was over. And then whenever we would go into the breakout rooms, this is Star Trek. Going to beam us out.
Yeah, Bemis
What
out
else we got?
by like,
Yeah.
"Mwah!" That's funny. That is good.
Star Wars needed a transporter beam. Now that I think about that. Anyway, okay. All right, everybody. We love you guys. We'll see you next
Love
week.
you, and we will talk to you next week. And make sure you check the group often, because we're putting up our interviews and where we're going to be next, because we want to see everybody. And thank you very much for your support always. We'll talk to
Very
you
much.
later.
Bye.